A man has appeared in court charged in connection with an Armistice Day attack on a war memorial in southwest Scotland. 21-year-old David Bailey from Kirkconnell appeared before the sheriff in Dumfries, accused of attacking the local war memorial with white paint.
He entered no plea and was remanded in custody. Meanwhile, the local council has confirmed it will need to bring in a specialist sculptor to repair the damaged memorial. Matthew Taylor reports.
Everybody's just discussed it with it. Couldn't believe it could happen.
No. That's true. Everybody.
Looking at the damage done to the war memorial that bears the names of their relatives. Brothers Jim and William Gray lost their uncle in the fighting in World War II nearly 70 years ago.
We come up that road there. This was all just pure white. And we were seeing with an uncle in there somewhere in amongst that paint.
Their feelings are echoed by others in this tight-knit community.
There was actually people in tears over what had happened. But I think the biggest reaction was anger. And I think a bit of disbelief. I mean, this is something sacred to the village.
The attack happened sometime in the early hours of last Friday morning, just a few hours before the Armistice Day commemorations on the 11th of the 11th. Ian Johnston from Dumfries and Galloway Council explained to me how bad the damage was that morning.
It was an awful state. There was paint daubed right down that side, PIRA on the front, PIRA along the bottom, and on the far side...
PIRA for Provisional IRA?
Yes, and on the far side was war criminals and an arrow pointing up to the names.
And it was just covered in paint, really?
Covered in paint, as I say, you can still see the remnants of the paint which we weren't able to get off on Friday.
The attack has shocked many, but the authorities say that pure vandalism on war memorials is rare. But another menace is on the increase. This war memorial in Dumfries is made of bronze.
The War Memorials Trust has said that there was there were metal thefts from war memorials at a rate of about one a week across the UK as a whole earlier this year. In the last few months, this has actually increased to approximately 2 a week.
Volunteers are urging councils across the region to treat metal memorials with ultraviolet smart water. But as for protecting against vandals, the council admits there may be few practical measures that can be done, other than urging people to stay vigilant. Matthew Taylor in Kirkconnell.
Police are investigating